This is a fan production, done for entertainment purposes only. No attempt has been made to infringe or supersede any existing copyright in relation to Doctor Who, which remains the property of the British Broadcasting Corporation. This feature is made on a strict, non-profit making basis. Please support the official release.
The view out there confirms it. That is Caden Flood River.
Which means...
Which means we are most certainly on Mount Lung.
And that's bad, is it?
Mount Lung is situated south of the Time Lord capital on Gallifrey.
Wait a minute. Didn't you say earlier that was where you were from?
Yes,
Then this is your home planet.
it's more personal than that.
What do you mean?
5. May I take this opportunity to formally welcome you to the House of Lung Barrow. This is my home.
I'm sorry, what?
This is my family home.
So answer me this, Doctor. Is it right to be worried about you? Did you have something to do with us being brought here?
No, I have a suspicion that this has been orchestrated by someone that knows me, though. Somebody who knows that I would not sit by and watch innocent people suffer. Trouble is, I don't know what they expect me to do about it.
If that's true, then why bring us all to your home?
If it is indeed my home.
I thought you just said...
There are some discrepancies, 5. All this... It's not exactly as I remember it. That's what I was trying to explain to you before.
Give me a moment to catch up. You said that it's your home, but not as you remember it. And then you mentioned something before about a time difference? What does that mean?
The TARDIS travels in time as well as space, hence the name.
Ah, I follow. So this could be in a time period long before or after you knew the house.
Precisely. Longbarrow was rebuilt after I was last here. It could be that we're in my own personal future, although it's equally possible that this is a time long before I lived here. You see, Longbarrow was grown long before...
Grown?
Well, yes, look around you. It's not exactly bricks and mortar, is it?
Point dubiously taken. Sorry, I interrupted you. Go on.
I was just going to say that Longbarrow was around long before I was. You see, it was grown during the initial stages of the intuitive revelation. Wait a moment. That could explain it.
Whoa. Slow down. What could explain what?
Telepaths. What if you're all telepaths that have been affected in some way by something in this house? That might fit.
I'd hate to offend you, but I feel I must say that you're not making any sense, Doctor.
My dear 5, the intuitive revelation refers to a period in Gallifreyan history when telepathy was used rather than speech in most circumstances. There was little to no privacy, which resulted in a near complete breakdown of Gallifreyan society, or at least how some legends have it.
So, hopefully I've understood this right. You think we are in the spirit of history and that we are all telepaths. Something has gone wrong which has infected our memories and our ability to use language.
Yes, that would fit with what 6 was saying. One hypothesis could be that we're involved in an experiment to either amplify or curtail our telepathic powers. If such an experiment had gone wrong, that might explain our current predicament.
So what? You've just invited us round for some tea and light brain surgery?
On the other hand, that doesn't explain why we're trapped in here, and it doesn't answer the question as to where my TARDIS is.
And surely, if we were involved in some kind of experiment, there would be some evidence of that?
And we've yet to find any scientific equipment here of any kind. Yes, I take your point.
Perhaps it's in an area of a house that we haven't found yet.
In which case, let's keep exploring. After you.
No, Doctor. You're the host here. After you.
All right.
Very informative, Doctor. Let's see what the others think of this.
Do you have to do that in here?
No, but I'm going to anyway.
Great! Not only are we at risk of some mysterious virus, we have nothing to sit on. What are you trying to do anyway?
You have the backside for sitting on 4. One that you're quite experienced using. If you must know, I'm going to use it to part these chairs to build a makeshift raft. See, I can tie them together with the fibers from these tapestries and create something that can help to navigate the river in the corridor.
You really think that that'll lead to a way out?
We won't know until we try, will we? Where's 2? He should be helping with this.
I think he went off after the others.
He follows 5 around like a little lapdog, that one. He'll probably fall foul of the doctor or one of his associates.
I'm not convinced that the doctor has anything to do with this, you know. He seems clever, but ultimately harmless.
Those are the ones you've got to watch out for.
Well, we'll know more when Seven gets back, no doubt. Oh yes, I noticed you sending your little minion off to spy.
We both did.
And I doubt very much that Seven will find anything useful.
Ah, 7. Any news?
The Doctor! This is his house.
You were saying 1.
What are you talking about, Seven?
I overheard the Doctor talking to 5. This is his house on his home planet.
Well, that's it then. He must be involved. I said so, didn't I?
Did he have an explanation for this?
No, he stuck to his story. Said he had no idea how he got here, but he did say that there might be a different period in history to what he's used to. Said his spaceship's also a time machine.
I told you he was mad. He's just full of nonsense. Perhaps he's just insane. Maybe this isn't his planet after all.
Well, he seemed pretty worried admitting it to 5.
Don't dismiss the possibility, Thor. I'm fairly sure that there are races in the universe that have mastered such things as time travel.
Did he say anything else?
I only heard one other thing. He suspects that we're all malfunctioning telepaths. Suspects that's why 6 died.
Rubbish. It's some kind of virus. You mark my words. We'll all be dead before long.
That seems unlikely. Being a telepath, I mean.
7. Let's get this raft finished. I want it ready just in case we need to get out of here in a hurry.
You want to investigate the river?
Yes, but before we do, I think we need to have a little chat with the doctor.
Are you leading me to your secret lair, Doctor?
I do very much hope you're joking.
I think you're about as much a threat as I am. Mind you, if I had a secret lair, I'd hide it down one of these side corridors. It's so dingy. What are we looking for anyway?
In my experience, we're looking for anything that doesn't belong. Anything that makes no sense being there. Anything that looks out of place.
There could be anything here. Doctor, be honest. Do you think we'll ever get out of here?
There isn't a prison built that has held me yet. I think we'll be fine. Besides, There's got to be a purpose to why we've been brought here. I think that if all else fails, we need to wait for our unknown adversary to reveal their hand, or claw, or tentacle, or whatever.
You aren't exactly filling me with confidence. You make it sound like you get locked up a lot.
You have no idea. You'd be surprised how frequently people mistrust those who've just dropped in through the space-time continuum. To be fair, it must look rather suspicious, but I'd like to think my honest face counts for something.
Do you travel to a lot of places in your TARDIS?
Only the interesting ones.
Sounds like a meaningful life. I just used to tend to plants for a living. I always wanted to do more than that, but... What? Why are you looking at me like that?
My dear Five, was that a new memory?
Yes, it was. I can see me clearly tending to one of the groves in the city.
Can you remember more?
No, it's like I can only see a few images, that's all.
Try not to think of anything. That's usually what I do when I try to remember something. Oh dear.
What?
It looks like a dead end. I'll have to go back.
Help!
Dude, what's wrong?
Need help!
Are you feeling any better?
Yeah, still a bit confused. I'm sorry, Doctor. I didn't mean to frighten you both. But I suddenly forgot where I was and what I was doing. I heard your voices and came looking.
Is that when your nose started bleeding?
Yes, well, you saw what happened to Six. I panicked.
Well, nobody could blame you for that. It must have been a shock. How's your head?
Feels sort of strange, like I've had a hit of Raxoin. Just enough to make my head spin.
And your vision?
It's a little fuzzy, and the walls all seem to be shimmering.
Could it be shock?
Possibly.
No, wait. It's only that wall. And only when I look directly at it.
I wonder. This wall here?
Yes.
I don't think your eyes are playing tricks. I think they've finally been opened.
What do you mean?
Watch.
A secret room.
The entrance covered by a perception filter. I think we need a closer look at this.
What about two?
I'm okay, really. Just a slight headache. I'll be fine. And if I'm not, I'll need a way out of here, so I suggest we investigate.
That's the spirit. Well, I think we found out where the river goes.
Doesn't give us a way out, though, does it? I can see that there's some kind of grill over the outlet.
Woven into the wall itself.
Your cousins didn't make this place too user-friendly, did they?
No, I don't suppose... Hang on an overgrown, damp and uninvited second here. How did you know about my cousins? I didn't mention anything about them. I just said family.
I don't know. I just said the first word that came into my head.
Yes, but why cousins? Why not brothers or parents?
I don't know, Doctor. Why? Is it significant?
It's correct, which is altogether suspicious.
I beg your pardon?
Oh, no, I didn't mean suspicious of you. It's just a curiously accurate guess, though, you have to admit. I wonder if the house gifted you some insight? I mean, it's done stranger things in the past, or indeed the future.
Hey, look, come have a look at this.
What is it, too?
I don't know, some kind of altar or statue.
Curious.
Is everything curious to you today?
Ask yourself, what's different about this obelisk? The rest of the house.
It's... not sure.
Look around the room. What do you see?
I see wooden walls and floors. I see what looks like tree branches poking out of everywhere. I see a river flowing through the side of the room and a bunch of faded tapestries around the walls. What have I missed?
And a large stone obelisk.
Right?
I told you that Longbarrow was grown. This part of the building is predominantly...
Wood! Which would make this thing appear to be out of place.
Correct. It is familiar, but not in the same way that the house is.
My head, it's just started to...
Two! Doctor, help him!
Talk to me. 2. What's happening?
I can't. It's too much. It hurts.
I need to get back to the gallery. You'll be able to lie down there.
I can take him.
No, I'll do it. I need to speak to 1 about what happened to 6. If I can get more information, then we might be able to prevent any more deaths.
And what am I supposed to do?
Investigate here. There has to be something significant. Otherwise, why conceal the entrance? Have a good look around. But if you discover anything strange, don't touch it. Just come straight back to me.
If you're sure.
We'll be fine. Come on, 2, old chap. That's right. Lean on me.
Poor Two. Take care of him, Doctor. We may find allies few and far in between here. Have a look around, he says. Look for the out of place, he says. Let's start with you, then, shall we? What's a big hunk of stone like you doing in a place like this? Get it, Grip 5. You're talking to yourself. Now then, no obvious marks or symbols. What around here? Aha! Marks and symbols! But the doctor did say not to touch. Very well, Doctor, you win. What else can I find? Bunch of tapestries. What do we have here? This one looks like one of the rooms in this house. This one is another room. Bunch of old people. 2 people having some kind of debate. I thought tapestries were supposed to tell a story. I refuse to accept that people who inhabit such a bizarre place have no stories to tell. I mean, what is this one about? Are those meant to be stars? And if they are, what's a blue box doing floating around in space?
Pile the wood up there, and we can start unraveling some of these tapestries.
Suppose this doesn't work.
Then we'll have to swim instead. Hope there are no waterfalls just outside the house. Reminds me of a time when I was on Cafellan. The resistance unit that I was a part of got trapped in a cave, and the only way out was to swim underground and out the other side. 2 of my unit died because they were too scared to make the journey. Weak.
You're remembering more then.
Just flashes. Specific memories, nothing much. How about you?
I can remember a wasteland being shot at. There was a shortage of ammunition. The Thals were closing in.
Thals?
The name of the enemy. You know what's sad? I can remember what our enemies were called, but I can't remember anything about my own people. I can remember who I was fighting, but I can't remember what I was fighting for.
Doesn't matter. You were a soldier. That's what counts. You could have been fighting and willing to die for something you believed in. Cause. Not like the others. I can't imagine 1 fighting for anything. She's a scientist and not even a very good one. 2 and 5 act like this is all a game and, well, 4.
Well, it begs the question, why are even some people alive?
I couldn't have put it better myself.
I've completed the analysis of 6. Based on the external examinations, I can maintain my theory that his cause of death was an aneurysm. While I suspect that's what killed him, it doesn't explain the other trauma, such as the nosebleed. It's as if his body was trying to pump excessive amounts of blood to his brain in the hours that leaded up to his death.
The cause?
Unknown. But it doesn't appear to be a contagious issue.
This information is useful how?
Most information is useful, in my experience, Bree.
So you say. Doesn't help 6 much though, does it?
Well, at least we know it's not likely to happen to us too.
Well, 1, is that right?
An aneurysm isn't contagious. No. But we have to consider what caused it. In many species, a bleed on the brain can be caused by a variety of factors, including...
Get to the point, one.
The point is there are many environmental factors to this. Something in this place that is having an adverse effect on all of our brains. Who knows, Free? It might be your head that's the next one to pop.
Doubt it. I'll be long gone from here before then. Besides, I still think the doctor has something to do with this. Kill him and we remove the threat.
You're an idiot! Has anybody ever told you that? If you're right, then killing the doctor could prevent us from getting information we need to escape. Besides, you'd have to find him first.
Quickly, help me with him.
2?
He's ill, just like 6.
What did you do to him?
Oh, not now. We need to help him.
Bring him to the gallery, quickly!
What's happening?
Help me lay him down, over here.
We need to work out what's wrong with him. Did you make any discoveries from 6?
Only that he appeared to die from a bleed on the brain, caused by a massive hypertension.
And pressure.
Then we need to find a way to reduce the pressure.
How, Doctor? We don't have any medical equipment.
Funny how this should happen when 2 spent time with you.
And where is 5?
She's still exploring. We found the other end of the river, by the way. It's blocked, so it doesn't look like we're going to get out that way.
Well, Doctor, you're going to have to tell us where to find another way out. This is your house, after all.
How did you...
7 overheard you talking to 5. Oh yes, Doctor. We know all about your little secrets.
I wouldn't have said.
Please, can we just help too?
It's burning! I would say that I am helping too. 7, grab some of that wood from the pile. And now that we don't need it for a raft, I have another purpose in mind.
What are you going to do?
The doctor doesn't tell us exactly what he has done to 2 and how to help him. And I'm gonna have to break his legs.
Nothing. Nothing here, nothing there. Sorry, Doctor. It's going to have to be the symbols on the obelisk. You said not to touch. But there doesn't seem to be anything else worthwhile here. Just loads of weird pictures of... Wait a moment. I could swear that wasn't the image on that tapestry before. Yes! That was the one that had the blue box on it before. Now it looks like the gallery. Oh, it's changing. The picture is changing. Am I going mad? Well, you are talking to yourself, 5. Is that a picture of the doctor? And that's 3. And 7. Wait, what are they holding? Weapons of some kind? Oh, Doctor, what have you done to upset them now?
Now there's no need for violence. I just want to help.
Don't you think you've done enough? 7, restrain the doctor for me.
7, don't do it! The doctor could be our only way out of here.
In which case, he had better start talking. Hold still, Doctor. This will be a lot less painful if you just cooperate.
Just how am I supposed to cooperate? I don't know any more about what's going on than you.
That's one last chance, Doctor. How do we get out of here?
I don't.
Tell me!
My eyes! Oh, God! It hurts!
Him too?
Now, will you see I have nothing to do with this?
How do you figure that?
I've been nowhere near 4. How could I have made him sick if I've never been anywhere near him?
Something in the environment, you said. One,
It was just an idea.
the environment being your home, Doctor. So you see, directly or indirectly, you are responsible.
That's not fair. I was brought here the same as all of you.
We've only got your word for that, Doctor.
What do I have to do to convince you, huh? How do I prove to you that I have nothing to do with this?
In my head.
Try not to speak, just rest.
He's in my head!
Shh! Now.
No, let him speak.
He said he's in my head. What does that mean?
Who is it, Two? Who's doing this to you?
He needs rest.
We need to know. Two, tell us, who is doing this to you?
Him! It's him!
Well, Doctor, it seems that you have been accused.
Please!